love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble.
Yes, people. Welcome to LRFC. Back another day. It's becoming a regular thing now, isn't it? It's becoming a regular thing now. No more, green screen. I gotta set the back right properly, guys. You know what I mean? That's why I haven't got a green screen. It's not by purpose. It's just the green screen has some issues for some reason. Like I think the camera that I got doesn't suit green screen, so I need to get a suitable one for that. Yeah, that's how it is. I miss the green screen. I miss the background. Paying respect to the legends that played the game that I grew up with, that meant everything to me when I was younger as well. I mean, but yeah, it's just that's why I haven't got a green screen. It's not like by purpose what I'm doing back here. It's just the green screen. It's not working out the way I used to have it. I mean, I bought a different computer which is more powerful than the last one, but the last one had a camera with it. This one is just a hard drive, if you know what I mean, the Apple hard drive. It's different. It's completely different. But listen, I'll sort it out. I always do anyway. Yeah, people, hit the subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in. I'm looking forward to this. Something different from usual. I was watching the rivals, what they're saying about us, what they said about their own club. And how the league is going to be won. Yeah, it was good. It was good. You know what I mean? A lot of videos I've shared with you guys, and what people are saying about our football club and their football club at the same time as well. But today, I just want to talk about Liverpool. I want to talk about Arne Slot. I want to talk about what's the revolution. How have things changed from Jurgen Klopp to Arne Slot? How comes the team is winning more than we usually do? Are we serious title contenders? What's the formation that we play? It's just everything coming into one place. That's what I want to talk about today with you guys. Yeah, but yeah, I want to talk about transfer, something that I just saw on Twitter. Let me just share it with you guys. Hopefully I could bring it up. It's this guy who plays for, I think, France and Lyon. Let me just see where he is. Apologies for that. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, guys. I'm really enjoying it. I've got rest now. I'm not going to work, so probably I'll be more clearer than usual. Yeah, that's what you need, innit? You need a lot of rest. 12 hours shift a day is just too much for some people, you know what I mean? And it's difficult to keep, bringing up new things and trying to explain it to people. Yeah, he plays for Lyon. He's an attacking midfielder. That's what he is. So let me just get him up from X. I'm always going to say Twitter. I'm used to Twitter, man. I'm not going to change from Twitter, man. Just leave it as Twitter. This new guy, just ruined it, really. Like, there's too much stuff. There's too much graphic stuff on there that really irritates me. Like, it's sick, man. You just go on there, and then you see some people shooting people and all this stuff. I think to myself, guys, like, we don't want to see this stuff. Yeah. Relax, man. Relax. I mean, you should not be showing kids this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So as you can see, his name is Cherki. He plays for Lyon, as it says. L'Equipe in France have reported that Liverpool have revived interest in Cherki, who is valued at 25 million euros by Lyon. So I've gone and watched him. Let me just give you something. He's both-footed. Basically, I'm not saying both-footed like Trent kind of both-footed, putting the ball astray when he kicks it with his left foot. I'm talking about both-footed. Like, he's practiced all of his life with both feet. Plays for France. He hasn't played for the national team yet. Plays for the Olympic team though. And he's an attacking midfielder, guys. Like, he could do so much damage. You know what I mean? He's someone probably you could replace Salah with in the future. And he's obviously from Algeria originally. His family, his dad is half, I think, Algerian, half Italian or something. So this is why the Ryan name comes on it. I think Ryan or something. So this is what I'm trying to say, guys. Like, if Liverpool are looking at this player, this could be the cover for Salah until Salah, slowly, goes away. Is Salah going to sign a new contract? It's debatable when you see things like this. You know what I mean? If this is true and they are looking at him, maybe he's not going to sign a new contract. You know what I mean? Do you ever think that maybe that's what's happening? Maybe it's like we've always said, out of the three, maybe one of them is not going to sign a contract. You know what I mean? That could be something that's, come into question, if you know what I mean, guys. So it's yeah, I'm a bit worried. You know what I mean? Is Salah going to be leaving at the end of the season, and this guy's going to come in? Is this the new replacement for him? I'm all about Kudus, guys. I've always said it, but the way Salah is playing now, you can't replace him. He's probably in the form of his life since he first joined us. So if we get rid of him right now, when he's in that tip-top condition, and plus what he said in the Standard Chartered video, what he said was like, we're not underdogs. I hate that tag underdogs. I want to be more than that. I want to be talked about like winners, because look at the players that we have, from the goalkeeper all the way to the front, all world class in their position, maybe top 3. So yeah, if this is true with this player, I'm a bit worried about Salah, guys. You guys better start worrying as well, man. I know I'm all about replacements. I know I'm all about looking to the future and all this stuff, but when a player is playing like Salah is doing right now, it is a bit worrying, to be fair, guys, if you know what I mean. Big up. Oh, sorry. Yes, please don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Big up KT, big up Emina, big up John Colway, big up John RKO. I like that RKO. I'm a wrestling fan, so yes. Big up Abdu, big up AK, big up Aaron as always. Big up, brother. Tanya, big up Tanya. If you're new, please subscribe. I'm going to read your comments. Just keep it coming, guys. We're going to talk about, obviously, what is the Arne Slot revolution, if you know what I mean, guys. So do that for me. Just keep the comments coming as I talk about things like this. Like I said about Ryan Cherki, he's both-footed. He's very skillful. He hasn't got blistering pace like Salah has, but he's got enough pace that can get him by defenders, and he's got enough pace that can cause trouble against opponents. But this is in France. In the Premier League, it's a different way of playing. Can he, can he adapt to the Premier League's way of playing? Like fast football, players close up to you, the fans are on top of you, pressure is on every single time. Can he do that? This is what I want to see if he comes to Liverpool, and eventually. Listen, in my opinion, what I want to see is Salah sign an extension to his contract, maybe a year extension on performances, if you know what I mean. And this kid Cherki comes in and learns under him, if you know what I mean. So sometimes play on the left, sometimes play on the right, but eventually, if we can't buy the likes of Kudus, you could just replace Salah. This is what we used to do in the 80s, 70s and 80s. Is we used to buy the replacement for the players on the pitch, way early, so they could learn under them, and eventually, they replace them. That's what I want to see with this guy, if this is the guy they're talking about. But apparently, it's a strong link with this guy. What is he, 21, something like that, guys? He's not even that old, so he's got a whole, 10 years at the top, without injuries, to cause, a lot of problems for defenders, and have a legacy at the same time as well. Listen, I just want to see if it happens. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, we'll look elsewhere. But it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. The more you look into it, the more you start thinking: is Salah leaving? Is this the time, to say goodbye to Salah? Because things happen suddenly at Liverpool Football Club. We didn't expect Mane to leave the time he did. We didn't expect Firmino to leave the time he did. Klopp just announced it in January transfer window time. It's just, things happen suddenly at Liverpool Football Club, and it's worrying, if you know what I mean, guys. Yeah, so listen, people, please hit the like and subscribe if you're new and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. I'm here for the long term, man. I'm here for the long term. I've got a break now. I've got a break from work, and after this, I'm going to do my FIFA season. Season mode, see if I've improved, you know what I mean? So tune into that as well. Yeah, man. Let's see. Innit? Let's see. There's another thing I saw. About this. Curtis Jones obviously was man of the match yesterday for England. Scored a back heel, wonderful back heel as well, guys. Like Curtis Jones is on fire at the moment, man. Even me, the person who criticizes Curtis Jones the most, has to step back now and let him flourish as a player, man. I'm telling you guys, the kid is outstanding. Yes, he lost a couple of balls yesterday, and something happened and all that stuff. But he kept on going, and then as the nerves went, he got into the game and started dominating the game, and score a goal with the back heel, and then got the man of the match. It shows we're not wrong in what we're saying. You know what I mean? This kid needed something outside the pitch to wake him up as a player, because we already know he's got the talent, which is technically, passing, and he could do a lot of damage on the pitch. And it's finally happened. It's finally happened for him. I just want to see the consistency with him. I want to see him being consistent in every game that he plays. Yes, you're going to drop off now and again, but from now going forward, just have that consistency and let him be a first-team player at the same time as well. What a performance by him yesterday. Got the man of the match as well. As it says, Curtis has stated that Roberto Firmino is the best player he has ever played with. His ability, his touch, he is just a joy. There you go, people. You know what I mean? Roberto Firmino does infect a lot of people. And, when Salah, Robertson, and Alisson was doing that video, they pointed at Roberto Firmino as well when he left. Like, it was sad times at Liverpool. So what they said is that every single time they're at the club now, they're going to enjoy it even further. And I like that, because you never know when your last day is. You know what I mean? Everything that happens now. You don't look too far ahead, because if you look too far ahead, how do you know you're going to get there? You know what I mean, guys? So enjoy life as it is, and be kind to people at the same time as well, because you don't know what's going to happen in life. I'm telling you guys. Being an asshole to everybody and treating people because of your animosity towards them, you might regret. So let that go. Just continue with life, man. His ability, his touch, he is just a joy. There you go, people. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff, man. But yeah, just look out for this Ryan Cherki. It looks all right from what I can see. But yeah, it's a long way to go. Apparently, Kelleher saved a penalty for Ireland, so not bad for our goalkeeper. The second choice goalkeeper is the number one for his national team. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. There you go, man of the match, guys. Curtis Jones has come a long way, guys. You know what I mean? He's 24. We've been waiting for him to perform in the highest level on a consistent basis. Now he's doing it. Congratulations, man. Because, it brings me joy when I see things like that. My criticism is nothing to do with hating the player. My criticism is to do with, I know he can do better. I know he's got the ability. I know, he can be a regular at Liverpool Football Club, and as a scouser, he should be doing more on the pitch. He should be the figurehead. He should be the leader on the pitch that tells the other players when they're not pulling their weight. You know what, guys? Come on, man. Let's start performing. Yeah, and I like that. Really like that. Look how happy he is as well, man. That's great, man. That is absolutely great. What a performance from him. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Yeah, let me read the comments as I go on. I hate international football, so do we all. Top. Yes, Katie, let's try another one. Yeah, always, man. I'm always going to do it. I'm not going to stop. Big up John Conway. What the F? The thumbnails, bro. LMG, big up, though. Yeah, I used... I've got this... I think it's DC Comics. So every time I put a thumbnail up, I'll try, innit? I'll try. I know I'm going to run out of it, but I'll try keep, talking about... Sorry, making thumbnails like that with the superheroes. It's quite nice, isn't it? Trent looks sick in Batman, man. And I think yesterday was Salah's Flash. You know what I mean? Abdul says we need to remove corruption, bias, racism, sexism, hate football, referees in the Premier League, our corruption, and a boys club, league are corruption, and boys club. They need to be vetted and monitored. PGMOL is corruption. Yeah, I think something I've heard is one of the things I've heard is they were told the referee committees that is, the PGMOL, there should be drug testing happening with the referees as well, and they refused it. They completely refused it. So this is what I'm trying to say. How do you know it's just David Coote that has this if they completely refused drug testing to happen with referees. You know what I mean? So it's like when people talk about Gary Neville and the way and Jamie Carragher, the way they're speaking about David Coote and defending him. Even the second video came out and still defending him. Did you ever think to yourself, maybe they do the same thing? Can you imagine like you criticizing another person when you do the same thing as well? This is a traditional thing. This happens Friday night, Saturday night. You know what I mean? It's a normal thing in the world, if you know what I mean. So it's not a new thing. Like people think like the white powder is a new thing. It ain't. It happens all the time. Hence why I think these guys are defending these people. John says football is becoming increasingly annoying nowadays. Refs cheat, clubs cheat at the same time. Yeah, listen, the clubs cheat. We know about it, Man City. They're in courts, 115 charges. A hacker found out what they were doing. Now they got a lot of problems, if you know what I mean. So it is what it is, though, guys. Until we hear the verdict, we can't really say much, if you know what I mean. But they have spent a lot those damn years. And what convinces me they did wrong is they're not spending as much anymore, Man City. They stopped spending. They're no longer, overspending things. They're no longer buying the £100 million player anymore. They're trying to be law-abiding citizens now. If you know what I mean. If you are innocent and you haven't done all that damage, why are you stopping? Stop buying players like you used to. Why wouldn't you continue as you was doing before? Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. Big up, brother. Big up, brother. The refs. Sorry, what it says over here. Hi everyone, assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Like, comment, subscribe, share, respect, love, support. You never walk alone. Many thanks. Big up as always, bro. These refs in English Premier League need to be also checked for drugs in their system and monitored their phone, social media accounts and house. I don't know if they're gonna go that far, going to their house and all that stuff, but I get what you mean, bro. I get what you mean. Yeah, I don't want to in life every day I'm walking, someone's behind me taking pictures and filming me. But I understand with the drug testing, you know what I mean? I remember Rio Ferdinand, like he had a drug test, then he just decided not to come for the drug test, and then he took I think they banned him for a whole year or something like that. So things happen, man. A lot of things happen. It's not a new thing. It always happens, man. I know, John, man. Just leave him, John. Leave him. Tanya says, Klopp is the reason Slot is doing so well. Klopp is a league of his own. Yeah, I had to just put the poll up there. You know what I mean? If he wins the league, if he wins the Champions League at the same time, does Arne Slot overtake Klopp? You have to ask questions, guys. You can't really just leave it as that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah, big up everyone. Yeah, so with Curtis Jones, I got to get away from that. I want to talk about obviously Arne Slot and the revolution. I don't think enough people mention what he's done so far as a manager. And there's this footage I saw on TalkSport. This was, I think, the time we beat Wolverhampton, as it says over there. This gentleman here, I forgot his name, Tony Cascarino, said something. What's the difference between Klopp's way of playing and the way Slot is playing? So let's listen. I'll pick out some bits of it, and I'll explain it to you as we go along. I'll get out my graphics afterwards and show you what the players do that's different to the old days as well.
Gary O'Neill and Wolves still have to wait for their first victory of this campaign after Mohamed Salah scored a penalty for Liverpool to win 2-1 at Molineux, which sent Arne Slot's Reds to the top of the league. So, Cass, what did you do? From what you saw of that game, what did you make of Liverpool's performance? And again, we mentioned it yesterday about how, and I think Arne Slot's been keen to sort of suggest this as well, about you can't judge us just yet. But
No.
it does seem as though everything is pointing in the right direction right now for Liverpool. Or should we be looking at the caliber of teams that they're playing and bring that into the equation as well?
Yeah, it's important. I mean, one thing I always look at, and you know I do, I look at goals for column and look at goals against column and look at the points total. And obviously that seems always the most important. Liverpool conceded 2 goals in the Premier League, which is a great return. Even in the goal they conceded yesterday, it was avoidable, really. It was a mistake by Konate. They're a very economical side. They're very patient, way more patient than Jurgen Klopp's. Where you could argue that at times Liverpool were chaotic and manic in the way they played. That was their style, and they were successful in that.
You see, this is where I come in as well. What he's saying is absolutely true. You know, like the way Liverpool play now compared to the Liverpool of old is different. It's completely different in a way of we control games better and we manipulate, the opponents in certain, occasions as well. So what I like about us right now is we are willing to go to games to concede possession. We are willing to go to games, to concede, running up and down the pitch as well. So we don't really lose a lot of energy compared to the old days, if you know what I'm saying. And we make the substitutions at the right time as well. We don't really have to rush the substitutions. We wait, and we put it in the right moments. Hence why we actually come through games with 3 points that we shouldn't be to come through, if you know what I mean, guys. And I like that. I really like that. It's managing games, managing, games in a way. The only way out of that game is a win, if you know what I mean. There's no more you score, we score, you score, we score, you know what I mean, and things like that. And then it ends up as a draw or we lose the game. There's no more of that now. There's more... you are taking care of the game and you know what the outcome is going to be. That's why we so far have 2 games of 2 halves. You know what I mean? A game of 2 halves, a game of 2 halves. Like the first half was solid. The first half we have to observe, just sniff around what the opponents are going to do to us in this game. And the second half we come out and score goals and we batter them. But can you imagine marrying up the first half and the second half? How good we could be, guys! Both of them in sync. It'd be a dangerous time for the Premier League, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to when everything comes together. But listen to him; he makes up good points.
There is a lot more patience in this Liverpool team. I don't see the outstanding performance by one individual all the time. I don't see that. I see a team playing well, 6s and 7s in performance. You might get the odd 8 from somebody. I think that's the way the team is constructed.
And is that something you would prefer? Because you're getting consistency from everyone rather than relying on one individual.
Yeah, look, the proof is in the pudding. And when they come up against the games that are going to be decisive in the Premier League is how good are Liverpool?
Yeah.
What was their biggest test so far? Well, Nottingham Forest beat them at Anfield.
Yeah.
They won 3-0 at Manchester United, which would arguably say that under normal circumstances, that would be, one hell of a result. United haven't started particularly well this season. So there's I think Arne Slot's right. He's he's saying 19 games. I think we'll know probably in 4 or 5 games' time if Liverpool...
Listen, the game we lost against Nottingham Forest, it was a one-off kind of game. I don't think we prepared well for that game, if you know what I mean, guys. The issue that I have with that game is we played too many players that's come from all around the world, especially South America. You know what I mean? So what you need to do in those kind of games is you could put the important players on the bench and play the rested players on the pitch. So if things don't go right in those games, you could bring on the special players off the bench. They have enough rest, 60 minutes, maybe 65 minutes. Bring them on and change the game some way, somehow. As long as you keep the first half tight. That's what Nottingham Forest came to do that day. They came, they sat their defense in front of their goal, in front of their goal, and we had to break them down. We couldn't do that because we're playing our best team at the moment as well. At the same time, the first 11, so we couldn't do that. Second half came, we tried to change things too early. It just weren't pear shaped. And what did they do? Nottingham Forest about 75 minutes, 80 minutes. They brought on their flair players. And what did their flair player do? Hudson-Odoi, he scored a goal. And what did they do after that? They went back to ultra defensive. That's what I'm saying, guys. You got to be smart in certain times of the season, especially after international breaks. Those are the games that's going to be difficult. If you look at every game that we played after international break, we didn't play very well. We won a few, of course, but I don't believe we played very well because the players are jet lagged, too much traveling around the world. You know what I mean? And it affects the mind, doesn't it? It affects the mind. It makes you tired. But it's a learning curve. We've learned from that. I think we came back recently from international football, and we won our game after that as well. So just let it go on, guys. Like, let it go on. With time, Arne Slot will make the team more dominant, if you know what I mean. I think we're not dominant now, but we will be more dominant in the future. I think we will batter teams so badly they will submit. Not only that, what I'm looking forward to is eventually teams will lose before they start the game. That fear factor. I'm waiting for that fear factor that Man City have, that Man United used to have, Arsenal used to have, Chelsea used to have, Liverpool, back in the day used to have. I want that fear factor because if we have that, man, the league's ours, isn't it? The fear is there, the dominance is there. Teams are going to give up before they even start. But I've always said that we've got to make the set pieces count. We've got to make the set pieces count. I think we let teams off with too much of the set pieces. We take 10 or 12 set pieces a game, but we don't even hit the target with any of them. It's always, defended better by the opponents. But if we have a plan with the set pieces, like Arsenal have, like Liverpool used to have back in the day, I think we will win more games than we draw or lose as well. So if the game doesn't go according to plan, the team is too defensive, they're not coming out, they go set pieces, man. Let the set pieces count. Yeah, let's get back though. Where am I? There you go.
Liverpool, let's get it right now. Liverpool in the title race last season.
Mm-hmm.
It only fell apart at the end. So, can they get one step further than last year? I still think City are the team to beat. I always will do, because they are the team that turn up in February, March, April and produce the goods to get them over the line. Can Liverpool do that? Can Arsenal do that? Can even Chelsea get now in the mix?
Well, let's hear from Arne Slot, because obviously he gave his post-match reaction after that victory at Molineux, and he praised his predecessor, Jurgen Klopp's work to set his side up for their form now, but he said there's still more to come from his team.
I've said so many times the great work Jurgen has done here, and how happy I am that I could have inherited that squad. But 2 years ago was the last time his club played champions.
There you go, Tanya. He did explain about Jurgen Klopp. He's appreciative of what Jurgen Klopp has done for the Liverpool Football Club. He's not really hiding anything from that. He always says that he's inherited a great team. Imagine coming from finals team to Liverpool's team. That's night and day at the end of the day. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, when you step into a team that's already ready to win titles. And not only that, guys, the only thing I could downgrade about, it's not downgrade, like I could criticize about Jurgen Klopp, I think he got too sentimental and he lost that winning mentality. You know what I mean? The winning mentality, which was, the hunger to win titles every single time that you get in that pitch, that you come and, when you come back in the new season and things like that, he it wasn't there anymore. I think it was the right time to leave. It was the right time to leave. I just wish he announced it at the end of the season, not in the in the January transfer window. I don't want to hear things like that, because it will affect players who will stop at the league majority of the season as well. So it did affect the players eventually. They started thinking, am I going to lose my spot? Am I needed at Liverpool Football Club? The manager I came here for is leaving. What's the point me staying here? Things like that. Players overthink things, and it messes them up, not knowing there's another manager that's coming through the door that's similar to the previous manager, but he's gonna elevate your game to the next level, as he's done with. Look, Curtis Jones is playing differently. Trent is defending better. Obviously, we don't see Szoboszlai the best of him, but he's been effective in that role that he plays from time to time. Salah has played the best football in ages. Diaz, you could say the same thing. Gakpo, you could say the same thing. Jota, when he was playing, same thing. Look at Diaz as well. Nunez as well now. Nunez is, keeping the ball better. He's passing up off the right passes. He's holding up play. You know what I mean? And he's not doing those long balls. He's not misplacing passes as he used to as well. So things are coming together, not as fast as people. What people want is instant success in it. They want instantly everybody to improve right now. It's not happening as fast as you want it to be, but eventually it will get there. Everything in life takes time, and I can see Szoboszlai improving. Darwin Núñez looks to be improved, but I want to see more goals from him. Curtis Jones, listen, I can't say much about him. That I already did in the beginning of the stream. McAllister, you can see he's tired. That's the only issue that I have. And Gravenberch, you can see he's the player of the season so far. Look at Konate as well. Konate, nobody can beat Konate. No man can beat Konate, man. For power, pace, you know what I mean? And anything. They can't beat Konate. They're struggling to beat Konate. So it's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of improvement that's already happened, but I'm expecting a lot of improvement at the same time on the pitch from, certain way of playing and being more dominant. That's how I see it anyway. Yeah, said the likes. Salah won't leave. Daryl says, big up Daryl, bro. I don't know, bro. I have no idea. But the way it's looking at the moment, they're looking for a replacement, brother. That's how I see it when I looked at that. We need a left back, DM, right wing, number 9. We need to future-proof the squad depth, cover, and reinforcements. Yeah, 100%, bro. We do have to be ready, because these players are the wrong side of their age now. They have to be moved on eventually, because nothing lasts. I mean, Steven Gerrard. I wish Steven Gerrard could play every season, but he can't, because he ages and they fall off. That's how life is. So yeah, 100% in that one. I have to see club football mid-break international and national league worst time. Yeah, it's disgraceful, isn't it, man? Well said, Fozzie. Big up, Aaron, bro. Always helpful, bro. Kelleher was man of the match for Ireland. Yeah, I can't believe it, man. Saved a penny, I've heard as well. Confidence is crucial element. Well done, Jones and Kelleher. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Good. Well said, guys. Well said, man. But keep the comments coming in, man. I'm going to be here for a while.
Champions League, and then all the players had to play during the week and in the weekend, and we all know the result in the Premier League 2 seasons ago. So for me, there's still a lot to prove, especially if we come to the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, and all these teams, and then playing Europe against the big teams. That is different than, for example, last season, where a lot of times when Liverpool played in Europe, the starters got some rest and they could just play once a week. So there's, for us, still a lot to prove, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can understand that, certainly. And look, from outsiders looking in, he's walked into a club that was in a good position already, obviously. And it's not often that happens, because it's not often a manager leaves on their own grounds in the sense of, I've had enough, I want a break, etc., etc. But there is obviously the added pressure of walking into a club that you're taking over someone that's deemed a legend, as Jurgen Klopp would be. Obviously, we've seen it with Manchester United, the struggles that they are having, or have been having, since Sir Alex Ferguson clearly retired. But you mentioned there about maybe what we have.
Yeah, but the thing is that there's a difference with Jurgen Klopp and Alex Ferguson. Alex Ferguson is a selfish guy, isn't it? That's what he is. Let's just put it that way. He left an aging squad. He didn't prepare the next manager for the next squad. If you know what I mean. He overstayed, first of all, and second of all, he bought players just to win one more league title to beat Liverpool's record, or whatever it was at the time. But he done it for selfish reasons. Jurgen Klopp done it in a different way. You know what I mean? He done it out of love for the football club, out of love for the fans. You know what I mean? And he left us, with the average age of 24 at the time. Now the average age is 25. So that's what he left us with, which means like 6-7 years of at the top of those players. So I like that, man, because it shows the heart, what kind of heart that guy's got. It's not always about, being greedy. It's about, leaving the next steps for the football club. As he said, like, it's not when you come to the football club that's important. It's when you leave is important. And he's 100% right. He's left us with a great team. And the next manager, is similar to him, but slightly different in a way of possession and looking at the opponents and see what their strengths are and their weaknesses are as well, which we haven't done on the clock for a long time, to be fair, guys. This is why these teams always beat us, like the Crystal Palace and these meaty teams that shouldn't beat us at Anfield, to be fair. Yeah, I like what I see. I like the way Jurgen left us. You know what I mean? It's much better than what Fergie did. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? It's 100 times much better.
Have to judge Liverpool on some of the bigger tests to come are some of the teams that we expect to be challenging at the top end of the table. Now look at their fixtures to come in October. There's 2 key games coming up.
Yeah.
Chelsea at home, Arsenal away. That
There you go, people. This is like when we beat Wolves. That's why I had to go back to this. A lot of people said, a lot of reporters, a lot of fans, and even ex-professionals have said Liverpool will drop points in the period that we're at right now. But we haven't dropped a lot of points. You know what I mean? We've won most of our games, drew 1 and lost 1. So since then, we've only drew the Arsenal game, but won the rest. So we have come through a difficult stage. And you're hearing a lot of Liverpool haven't played anyone. So Arsenal's not nobody. Then Arsenal is a nobody team then. Chelsea's a nobody team then. You know what I mean? And Man United is a nobody team. The only team we haven't faced so far, like that's somebody, is Man City. I'm not putting Tottenham in that in that list because they're not good enough. You know what I mean? They lose to Ipswich at home, man. Come on, man. The bottom team of the league, they lose. Come on, it's embarrassing. But like I said, we've come through the difficult stages. Still more to come. We've got Real Madrid and Man City coming after Southampton. If we win those 2 games, guys, like goodness gracious me, man, this is a frightening team. Frightening team. Number 1, Man City is not the Man City that we know. I've said that a lot of times. Number 2, Real Madrid ain't that team anymore. A lot of egos in that team right now, and they're struggling. So if we come through this while these things are happening around their club, goodness gracious me. Can you imagine the confidence in this team? Can you imagine where people will put us? You know what I mean? I wouldn't, guys, I wouldn't worry about the outside. They say this is a weak Man City team. This is weak Real Madrid team. I just want us to win these games because the confidence these players will have after that, it'll be a next level. You know what I mean? They will expect titles. They will expect, to win the Champions League. They will expect to obviously win the Premier League as well. So, it's madness. Absolute madness, man. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Is when we're going to see the measure of an Arne Slot Liverpool.
Yeah, I think by the end of October, you're going to know exactly where Liverpool are. And I said I feel they'll make the Champions League at the start of the season. It's can they go on and win the title? I forgot to add Villa in there because Villa are a very confident, comfortably gifted team. They've got a lot of great weapons in their side. Look, it's quite amazing.
Well, Villa's a nobody as well, guys. We haven't faced anybody. Villa is nobody. So, yeah, we just destroyed them the other week. So that's another team as well you could put on that list. That's a Champions League team that's beating the likes of Bayern Munich at home as well. So we are beating somebody's. Don't forget that, people.
When a manager, this doesn't happen. Let's get this right. This doesn't happen very often in football. When a new guy comes in and doesn't really bring anybody in, that's really rare. Most managers at all different levels in football will introduce new players to their squad.
That's true.
He hasn't done that.
Especially from his former club.
Yeah, and he might do it in the window in January. Liverpool.
That is sick, guys, isn't it? That is absolute. Can you imagine being Arteta? You know what? Let me just put it this way, guys. Yeah, let me just put it this way. Imagine you're Arteta. Imagine you're in the other team. Imagine you're a fan of Man City, whatever. A guy has come into the Premier League and dominated domestically and in Europe. Yeah, dominated and won it all in one season. In one season, he arrived, and he hasn't spent anything. Can you imagine how those people are going to feel? I think Arteta would retire football, mate. You know what I mean? I think the likes of Pep Guardiola will walk away. You know what I mean? It's sickening, honestly, guys. Like a guy that nobody knew about, not even Liverpool fans knew about, has come into the job, taken over Jurgen Klopp. The man, the legend, whatever you want to call Jurgen Klopp, and changed everything to our advantage when nobody gave us hope. Listen, Premier League, keep an eye, guys. What I like about it as well, guys, we're playing with no pressure on us. The other teams have pressure because they are catching up. We're not putting an Arne Slot in a pressure situation. Why should we? He hasn't bought anyone. I mean, he's just come into the job. He's just about setting up his formations for the football club. So what pressure have we got? Madness, man. Imagine that. Imagine a guy who's just coming into his first season, winning the league without money, without any, guys, that will ruin a lot of teams. I swear to you guys. We've got the banter of all banters. Nobody can speak to us after that. Forget about the quad. It nearly happened. It didn't happen. This is more, to me, important. Mourinho came in. I think he's won the league the first season with spending a lot of money. Arsene Wenger the same at Arsenal. But Arne Slot spent nothing. Forget about Chiesa. It doesn't really matter anyway. He doesn't even play for Liverpool. He wants to go home, I heard. And then what he did, goodness gracious me. Normally it takes 5 years, right? Normally, you wait until he gets his, team together, and then, he can challenge for a title. But he's done this in his first season without signing any player. Oh my God, embarrassing. Big up Ravi as always, brother. I don't, Fuzzy, big up Fuzzy. I don't trust what these prats say on Talk Sport. They flip-flop like Havanas. Yeah, Tony Cascarino is a Liverpool fan, bro. So I don't know if you know that. That's why I listen to him. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. Yes, Genghis, haven't seen you for a while. I hope everything's okay with life and everything, man. No chance he will win Premier League and Champions League. If that happens, then I am in my place of Zen. There you go. I know, bro. But I'm just giving you like what could potentially happen, and we could banter people for the rest of our lives, and nobody can say anything to us. 100%, bro.
Or a huge club, they can go out
and there's another thing on top of that. Man United don't have to speak to us anymore. You know what I mean? Like, no, Man United speaking to us anymore. They could do whatever they want, but they can't speak to the mighty Reds anymore because we've overtaken them in the major trophies. We've already got major trophies over them, but they still have that one title ahead. That one title,
Big. They can bring in some really big, important players. They haven't really done any note of any business, have they? So that's made different changes to what we're seeing. This is all that. Yes, it was all the 11 that were there last year. So hey, he's walked in, and it's quite refreshing to see a manager walk into a club and not demand loads and loads of players or we need to do this business. I need to bring him in straight away. We need to overpay for somebody. I'm sure they would have wanted to do one or two bits of business, but they haven't. And he was comfortable with that.
Indeed. That's the Liverpool side of things. What about Wolves then? They remain.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed that, Really enjoy that, like when they talked about it, because it's something we mention all the time on this channel, and I don't think everybody, pays attention to what I say. Listen, guys, I'm not always going to be fresh. It's difficult for me to be fresh coming on the channel every single day. You know what I mean? But I'm trying my best, innit? That's all I can do. When I'm rested, like when I was in America, when I was rested, I was on form. When I'm not rested, it's a bit difficult for me, to think things, because I like to do off the cuff things. I don't really do scripts. Everything that I do is what I hear or what I know. That's what I do on this channel, guys. That's the difference. I like it like that, but I wish I had a lot of rest at the same time as well. Yeah, but I like what they said. Honestly, I like what they said because it's the truth, innit? It's the truth. A guy who's coming to the job who's bought apps, he bought nothing, can win the league. It's madness, man. It's madness. Listen, guys, whether you like to say it or not, Man City can still drop points. Like they haven't got a good record against Tottenham. They lose to Tottenham more than they actually win, I think, as well. So that game is going to be difficult for them because Tottenham need points because they've lost to Ipswich at home. So you might see a different Tottenham coming out there. Man City with that Rodri is really, they had to rush the likes of De Bruyne and Kyle Walker back from injuries, and you could see Kyle Walker when he's playing, guys. He can't run anymore. He's struggling, and a lot of Man City fans are talking about that as well. He said they call him old now, man. They said he's not good enough anymore. Like, he needs to go. Yeah, I know, respect. Yeah, 100%, bro. Sorry, man. It's hard to catch your show live from Australia. It's 2 a.m. I understand, bro. I don't want to push people. You know what I mean? It's the times I do it as well. It's more or less more afternoon shows than evening shows nowadays because I don't have no evening life. You know what I mean? I'm at work in the evenings majority of the time. But today I should be back in the evening, hopefully, either playing FIFA or maybe I have some guys on the show who could just talk about, you know, what's happening around Liverpool and, you know, get their point of view about what's happening around the referee, PGMOL stuff as well. Yeah, why not? Why not, man? Why not? Yeah, I'm sick and tired of watching international football, guys. Really, like, it's annoying, man. I've had enough. And don't forget today, guys, it's Mike Tyson fight, man. I don't know the kid's name, Paul, Jake Paul or something, isn't it? Yeah, I can't believe Mark Tyson, age of 60, is back in boxing. Is that madness or what, guys? Like, I don't understand. Like, why are you doing at that age, man? Just let it go, bro. Let it go. Yeah, man, just let it go. It's too much, you know, of him at that age. You don't need it, bro. Just let it go. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Yeah, so I want to come to obviously Trent's issue. Like everybody's talking about it, about his contract signing, and there's a lot of things going on social media about him wanting to join Real Madrid, or the talks is in advanced stage, and I don't understand where this comes from, because Trent did make it clear, I haven't announced my previous contracts before. Why would I announce it right now? You know what I mean? And the new contract will make him the highest paid player in the Premier League. Okay, we have to see. This just came out in the transfer room, so let me share it with you guys from Twitter. I'm not gonna say X anymore. I'm tired of saying X. It's annoying, man. So some people are saying this, what you see right there, and some people are saying he's in advanced talks with Real Madrid. So in the LFC transfer room, it says Trent Alexander-Arnold new contract will make him the highest paid player in the Premier League. At LFC remain confident that Trent will sign a new deal at Anfield. So that's one side of it. A lot of other people are saying, obviously you can see here Wilco says I still think he stays and I love him, but if Alexander-Arnold leaves on a free as a 100 million footballer to Real Madrid, he's a rat. I don't really blame Trent for, you know, leaving, guys. You know, if the club doesn't share the same ambition as you, what do you expect from a player? I don't understand. Let me just put it this way, guys. Yeah, football is not all about loyalty anymore. Loyalty is a thing of the past. You have to accept it for what it is. Unfortunately, this is the way we're headed in football. If you're babysitting players nowadays and, you know, put an arm around them to get the best game out of them, then you know there's a problem here. You know what I mean? So, as I said, he might have asked FSG, Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, what's our ambitions for the season? What's our ambitions for the remaining, you know, like until I'm here? They might have said to him, we've got a 5-year project and all that stuff. And he's not happy with it. You know, he's 26, guys. He's not going to be, you know, sprinting chicken anymore. You know what I mean? The legs go at some stage of your career. So he might be saying, you know what? At Real Madrid, at least I can win titles. I could do something, you know what I mean? And I probably can fight for a Ballon d'Or or something. That's what he wants anyway. I know we know he can't get it, but that's what he wants anyway. And I could, you know, win more league titles. I could win more Champions Leagues at Real Madrid at this age. So how can you blame a player that's ambitious and if the club doesn't share that same ambition? That's why I don't understand why people call him a rat and all this stuff. It's not his fault. We've got an ownership that don't want to win league titles. Listen, we haven't signed a player this season, so it clearly shows they're not into that stuff. What's happening right now is because of the coaching staff that we got and the head coach we got. It's nothing to do with FSG not spending. We've got a talented head coach so far, from what I can see. It's too early to judge, but you know what I mean. So you can't really call Trent a rat and all this stuff if he has an ambition in his life. Every footballer wants to win titles, especially the age of 26 onwards. That's the you know, the prime bit that's coming through. So you can't blame him, man. You know what I mean? This loyalty business, you know, scouts till I die and all this stuff, it's not all there anymore. Footballers have changed. It's something different now. I mean, if you're putting an arm around the players, telling them it's okay and all this stuff, and then they start getting happy, then come on, man. In the old days, you didn't need to put an arm around the player. The player will give you 100% on the pitch every single time. And if Trent gets this money, making him the highest Premier League paid player, that means he can't drop in performances on the pitch. That means no one can get past him on a regular basis. That means he has to create goals like he used to. So is he going to produce all that stuff? You know what I mean? Is he going to be like that? I don't know, because he's a laid-back kind of guy. He doesn't enjoy defending, and he doesn't, he gets bored at certain times, gives the ball away too many times, which leads to attacks and, chances for the opponents or a goal. It leads to a goal sometimes as well. So, yeah, listen, there's a lot of stuff we've got to look at, guys. I think, calling him a rat when a player is ambitious and wants to go, it's the wrong way of going about it. The club does not share the same ambition as us and as the players. And there's another thing I said before as well. He's watching the likes of Salah and Van Dijk from the distance, not getting contracts while they're playing their best football in years. Imagine him thinking, when I'm at that age, are they going to treat me the same? You know what I mean? When I'm 30, are they going to make me beg for a contract? Man, there's a lot of things we're doing that's just not good at the club at the moment. These contracts should have been signed a year or two ago. Why are we dwelling around that while we're challenging for a title? January transfer window opens. These players can speak to anyone. It's a mess. It's a mess we should be sorting out right now. But as you can see as well, the Anfield Buzz, it says Trent Alexander-Arnold new contract will make him the highest paid player in the Premier League. Liverpool remain confident that Trent will renew. See, they're all saying the same thing. They're all saying the same thing right now, but a day ago it's a different story. Look at this one from LFC Jets. Trent Alexander-Arnold is a traitor if he leaves Liverpool for free. He's even much worse than Torres, who at least let the club receive 50 million for his transfer to Chelsea. Just sell Trent in January for 30 mil would be acceptable. See, it's different people, different opinions, and it's always happening on a regular basis, guys. As I said, I don't call him a traitor. I'm not having a go at Trent. It's unfair in my opinion if a player has ambition and people disrespecting him. The football's changed. Football's changed. Fans have changed. You know what I mean? And ownership has changed a lot of stuff in those football clubs as well, which is the tradition side of football. We're no longer tradition. We're more about business now. We're talking about business stuff nowadays. It's madness. Absolutely madness, man. There you go, another one over here. It says negotiations between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid are going smoothly. The club aim to complete this signing in the summer. The right back continues to turn down the obviously renewal offers from Liverpool Football Club. There you go, people. Like this I know this was on the 14th, whatever it is, but everybody has a different way of saying it. But the thing is, what I said is, Trent hasn't said anything. Leave Trent alone. If once Trent starts saying something and we hear him saying he's staying or leaving, then we could take it. But we're making up stories, or one is going to Real Madrid, the other one is staying. It's madness, man. Let the player decide, man, because it's his life at the end of the day, guys. His life and his family is what's important to him. This kind of stuff, what we're talking about, players are loyal and all that stuff, needs to step aside, man, because it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm sorry. I know like people want to hear it does, but it doesn't exist anymore. Ravi says, big up everyone watching. 27-year-old versus 57-year-old. Tyson gets 20 minutes. Jake gets 20 million. 20 million, you mean 20 million, and Jake gets 40 million. I don't know if that's true, bro. I don't know if that's true, but if it's true, that's disgusting in my opinion. First, can we still win a major trophy event if we don't strengthen in Jan? It depends on injuries, bro. Like I've said it in the beginning of the season, and I'm not going to change my mind. What worries me, Rafi, is if we get more injuries, what's the next step? You know what I mean? Because this is what happened to us in previous seasons when we was in the same position. Not like this, obviously, being 5 points clear, 9 points clear of Arsenal. when the injuries started happening to Liverpool Football Club, is when we actually come down from the top. So I just want to see in January if we're gonna sign players, where we're gonna go. But to your question, if we don't sign players, it's gonna be difficult, bro. I just worry about the injuries. But then again, I look at the formations we're playing, the way we're playing. The players are not overextending themselves like they used to anymore. If you look at the games we play now, right now, Ravi, we're different to the Jurgen Klopp team. But the international football, the way they're draining out players, can also have issues with injuries. Like injuries can occur in international football as well. Look at Odegaard at Arsenal. You know what I mean? It can happen, and that's what worries me more than anything. But can we win a major trophy? I still stick by it, man. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult for us to win it if we don't sign anybody, in my opinion. If we get through February and we're still top and we're winning our games, then I'll say we will win. But now I can't say we're going to win, bro, because I worry, mate. I worry about injuries and the players that come in. Are they good enough to replace the players that go out? Which it's not. Let's just be realistic here. You know what I mean? The spine of the team is there, but once that spine leaves, how many players can replace that? And we seen it last season. Why did we drop off? Because the spine of the team obviously got injured, and we didn't really compete after that. It's worrying, man. It's worrying. I don't think we're gonna. In my opinion, so far, I'm happy. But like I said, February. Let's see where we are. Then I could answer that question. I can't answer it now, bro. Trent reportedly wants 400k a week. Exactly for what though? Like I'm looking at this 400k you're saying, Hollywood. Yeah, what does he do in the pitch? We don't win major trophies anymore. So why are you getting 400k if you're not even pulling your weight on the pitch? Sometimes I see this guy laid back and doesn't do much. You know what I mean? So I want to see you as a player prove to me you got the right to earn that much money. I don't care about the past. I mean, that's gone. We're talking about now. Let's see what you do now. That's too much money, bro. That's too much. If Trent goes, he goes. It's up to Liverpool to make it choosy for him to stay. Also, if he goes, Liverpool have to get a top player in. Can't be dropping in quality. Maybe a defender that can, a right back that can defend, that can attack. You know what I mean? Not to the same way of Trent. Trent is a playmaking right back, isn't he? So it's not. It's very rare to find players like that around Europe. Trent does something, extraordinary to right backs. That I didn't see Cafu doing that. I didn't see Alvarez, was it Alvarez? Alvarez, I think is his name. Doing the same thing. So Trent is a playmaking left back. That's what he is. Although he's not doing it this season, but he's improving on his defensive side. But eventually, the attacking side will marry up together. It will be together eventually. I'm a firm believer. Fozzie, some footballers want to be a world-class footballer, not just a one-team player. Look at Beckham. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't have. Listen, Maradona's, Messi's, and all that stuff. They're different. They're different breed. You can't be Ronaldo R9, the CR7. They're different, man. If you're talking about team players that want to be world class, I understand. Beckham was a team player. He sacrificed a lot from what I saw of Beckham. He's always running up and down that right wing, as well as creating goals at the same time as well. So hard work was inside him. You know what I mean? He didn't want to be a player that just creates goals, scores free kicks, and that is it. But hard work was part of his game as well. You know what I mean? And with Trent, like I said, 400k a week for a player that doesn't win many major trophies anymore. It's too much in my opinion, guys. You know what I mean? And so when he's signing in the other contract, how much does he need? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's too much in my opinion. It's too much, guys. Too much money, man. Trent would be stupid to go. Liverpool on a high, Real not a sure thing. I guess you're spot on. Real Madrid ain't playing like they used to anymore. Real Madrid is struggling in that league. Real Madrid is all about egos. You know what I mean? Players come to that team no longer to win trophies. The players come to that team to be Ballon d'Or winners, if you know what I mean. That's what they're all about now. It's sad from their point of view because, you know, Real Madrid, they are based on winning trophies. And when I see the likes of Kylian Mbappe, the footballing fraud that I call him, listen, he chased money. It didn't work out. Now he wants to chase Ballon d'Or because he's not winning it. He's a footballing fraud. Mbappe, in my opinion, is a fraud, man. He's supposed to be the next to Messi, Ronaldo's and all that stuff. But he didn't take it. He didn't take the opportunity. He chose money over football. But it's a bit too late now to worry about your ability. Because if he wins the Ballon d'Or at Real Madrid, I think that's cheating. I honestly think that. Why couldn't he win that in the you know, playing for PSG? Why do you have to like come to Real Madrid all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Pay cut at the same time as well. Because you know you can't win the Ballon d'Or at PSG. That's why. Because you're not good enough. I mean, he's a fraud, man. Apparently, he disrupted the whole Real Madrid system since he's come to Real Madrid. Now all the players are arguing off the pitch, on the pitch. The egos are sets into the football club. The manager might lose his job. So yeah, he's messed up a lot of things. Mbappe, man. As you can see, guys, the transfer room, it says right there, all parties, Salah, Virgil, Trent have remained tight-lipped. Sometimes these contract sagas can get played out in the media, but it has all stayed behind closed doors. I think I got a feeling Van Dijk, something's gonna happen. I don't know what's telling me, but I think Van Dijk, something's gonna happen, guys. And I'm looking forward to that. I hope he gets the contract because Van Dijk is an important player, guys. Have you guys noticed the only time Liverpool challenge is when Van Dijk is in top form? I'm telling you guys, look back at history. Liverpool only challenge when Van Dijk is the best player in the team. When he's not the best player in the team, we hardly challenge. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. I've always wondered, like, why does it always happen when he's the best player? And I looked into it. I realized this guy is more important to the team than we first thought, man. Like when he arrived, look at the change in Liverpool. Champions League final with Karius in goal, guys. With Karius in goal. Are you winding me up? Karius in goal. We're we're in the Champions League final, sorry. We're in the Champions League final with Karius in goal. That's madness. And I think that was our first one, you know, league title challenge with City. When no, it wasn't actually. It wasn't. It was a season after. Yeah, with Karius in goal, guys. With Karius in goal, we made it to the Champions League final. It's madness. Absolute madness. Guys, I want to show you a video. It's half an hour long. Listen, I'm not going anywhere. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Please hit the subscription. Please hit the notification. Please hit the likes. And all that good stuff. I've got a break. I've got a break from work. No more 12 hours. So help me out. Let's go. I want to see this video from Saeed TV. They were discussing about Liverpool. So get the comments going as well, man. Make this your home. That's the whole point. You don't have to pay anything here, guys. It's free. I don't have anything. Just free. Just enjoy it with me. That's all I'm asking for. It's free. Yeah, this is the video. Where is it? Yeah. Heated discussion. Let's go.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here live. Well, we're not live. This is a pre-recorded video. I'm with Babs. The time.
Yes. I think that's how he says his name in it, guys. Babs. Yeah, Babs. Yeah, the Arsenal fan. Many called, deluded, you know what I mean? But please go and subscribe to both of them. They're great content creators, you know what I mean? Saeed, especially go on, please subscribe to Saeed's TV. He's doing great stuff down there. I know he's a Man United fan, but, you know, sometimes he can be, you know, in between. I like his frustrations, you know what I mean, in games. He makes me laugh. So, yeah, go and subscribe to him. It's half an hour long. Let's just discuss it. I'm here for the whole day, so let's go.
is 12:47 at night because this guy here, yeah, is a night owl, and worse than me. But I decided, you know what? If I've got him now, let me talk to him now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's how it is,
You,
bro.
my friend, yeah, are the topic of the town. You're the most, I would say you're the most, I want to say controversial, yeah, but like your opinions go far and they circulate. You're on FYP, you're on Twitter. You know what I mean? What's the
Bro, I'm getting cooked left, right, and center, bro. This is mad.
You're getting flamed.
Because normally, I don't know, my content on my channel is just like facts and stats and news and stuff.
I know.
So I got a couple podcast appearances, and this life ain't easy, bro.
This life.
I went on AFTV today. Everyone's calling.
Yeah, you know, it's the woke era, innit? It's the woke stuff, innit? That's what it is. These people, let me be realistic with you guys. As a footballing person, football's all my life. The modern day people, they're different from us. You know what I mean? They're nothing like us. We are footballing, you know, graduates. That's how I see ourselves in my generation. This new woke era, they're from home. They play EA Sport. They do stats, they do all this stuff, and then they take it into our game, and they think, you know, it suits it, but it doesn't. It's just delusional. Majority of the stuff they do is delusional, and what he says, he sells, innit? He sells what he says, and it works. So this is why they go viral. If you look at our Liverpool fan base, who goes viral? The people that sell. The people that don't sell, they don't really get much. But it is what it is. It is what it is. At least we stay true to ourselves, if you know what I mean. We don't really stray from that either. Gege says, yeah, 100%. Mbappe is Rashford. Is a Rashford. They're both the same, aren't they? Talent, but they forget it. You know what I mean? They've forgotten about what talent they've got. What I mean is worldwide player, not world class. You know, a name known around the world, not just at Liverpool. Yeah, if you're talking about worldwide, let me see the comment you put. Let me see that. Air Force, it was something football. I understand what you mean. Yeah, with Real Madrid, that's what it gets you, innit? It's a worldwide fame, really. And I don't know with Trent. I really don't know. You know, this kid doesn't give a lot away with Trent. You know, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ravi, he doesn't give a lot away. And like Genghis said, why would you go to Real Madrid when Liverpool is already, you know, putting you, you know, doing pretty well, and Real Madrid aren't doing well? You could be part of that, you know, issue that they're going to have eventually, which means they have to get rid of a lot of players because of, you know, not winning the titles. Real Madrid don't muck about over there. Although you'll get worldwide fame and all this stuff, but they don't muck about. If you don't play at least 3 games in a consistent level, they get rid of you over there. But I know what you mean, bro. Yeah, I think that's what he wants, really. I mean, he wants worldwide fame, and you know, playing at Real Madrid can get you that. Liverpool can get you to a certain extent, but we have to be at the top on a consistent basis for us to get there. If you know what I mean? Us, you know, going up and dropping off doesn't help anybody. And this is the issue that I have with our ownership, and I always, you know, talk about it. I don't like the way we're run, because once we're at the top, we don't really stay at the top. We always drop off on a consistent basis, and really it irritates me. You know what I mean? But I understand what you mean, bro. That's why. But I think everybody knows Trent anyway around the world. I don't think it's just in England. I'm sure everybody knows who Trent is. Cafu always, you know, puts him up there. So yeah.
Delusional.
Oh my god!
Bro, I had a comment on my fan cam, right? This is my first ever fan cam, probably years, anyways.
Yeah.
Was like, never bring this guy on again. He's got no personality, no charisma. He's just deluded. And I was like, bro, that's personal. That's not even like a hater. That's just like, don't like me at all. So here's what it is, man. It's not the best time.
You know. Should I tell you the biggest video that got you? Yeah, I'll be real with you. It's this video here. Yeah, let me play this video. This is on DR Sport, FCM. Shout out to the FCM bud. But you said this 2 weeks ago.
Even the Liverpool. This is last Sunday. I still see City as our biggest threat, because Liverpool, for me, are still unknown in the real big games just yet. They played against Chelsea and they won that game fair. Against Arsenal, I think they kind of got away with it a little bit because, you know, Arsenal had quite a few key players missing, and you know, Gabriel going off as well. You end the game with a back four of Miles Lewis-Skelly, 17, Partey at right back, Ben White, Kivior. He made how many chances in that game towards the end? Like, that people kind of like put it to one side because it was Arsenal at home. They should have won that game there.
See, you caused a lot of anger here with the Liverpool fan base. Forget the Arsenal, yeah. And even me, as a rival, I hate Liverpool. I want them not to win this Premier League. I can't stand them. I'd rather you, man, win the Premier League. But bro, you've got to give them a bit of respect, though, Babs. That was very, very disrespectful there for me. If I'm looking at it, they're top of the league.
You know what I don't understand? Like, how can you disrespect the team top of the league, top of the Champions League at the same time as well, and dominating at the same time? It's not like we're clear by 1 point or anything like that. But you know, this is what I say: it's the woke era, people. You know, these people are trying to brainwash everybody and, you know, let you guys think they are right in what they're saying when they're not. I mean, this is just a kid that hasn't played football. It looks like doesn't know much about football, has opinions which people listen to, and you know, which they shouldn't really, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense what he's saying at all. Because how can we be overrated? I mean, well, we're showing it in every competition that we're playing in that we're that good. Even though many of us Liverpool fans are saying we're not playing the best football. The Arsenal game 2-2, we didn't prepare for it in the right way, in my opinion. When I looked at that game, when I saw the likes of Robertson playing, and Jones obviously coming to his best at the moment, you know, but it takes time to get there. But now, finally, he's got there. It worried me straight away. I said, this starting lineup ain't gonna win us. Ain't gonna win us this game. You need to stop the opponent's best players. We need to put pressure on Arsenal, which is playing likes of Gomez or Tsimikas in the left back position that can keep up with the likes of Salah, and Szoboszlai play in that number 10 role. If you watch him in the other big games, in the big pitches like Old Trafford, he actually dominated that position to set up goals for the rest of the team. So if we miss that out in the crucial games like Arsenal away, then we're going to have a problem. We conceded 2 goals. We're rarely conceding goals, but we conceded 2 goals for the first time, I think, this season as well. So yeah, the preparation for that game wasn't that good, in my opinion. We prepared for it in a way that was, you know, made us work harder, number one, and made it easy for Arsenal to score goals as well. If you look at the ease of their goals, it was a lack of, you know, defending in the right way. You look at the first goal, ball over the top. Robertson was already panicking before he ran, and he played them onside, cut in, nutmegged them at the same time, and slotted it in the top corner in the right, obviously in the left-hand side of the goalkeeper near post. And then you look at the other goal. There was 2 crosses before the actual goal went in. That was warning signs, don't make fouls in that area. And we made another foul. And then what happened? They scored the goal after that. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you keep making the same mistakes, it'll catch us up with you eventually, because they will get one of them right. And they did with Moreno scoring that goal as well, which was too easy, in my opinion. Where's the marking? Where is the pressure on him? Where's the person that's going to push him from behind, you know, so he misses the ball or something? We don't even do that. You know what I mean? We're too nice sometimes. And in that game, I think we woke up after that and realized we've got to work harder when it comes to the big games, especially. But luckily, you know, we come back with 2 goals. Salah scoring that beautiful goal, you know, from the pass of Trent to Nunes, and Salah slotting it in. But, you know, of course, Virgil scored the header in the first half as well to get the equaliser. Yeah, listen, it's a learning curve for us. We will improve. We will get better. But in the big games, we need to go back to what he did against Chelsea, which is, you know, make sure their threat is always under pressure. Which, when he put Curtis Jones on Cole Palmer, it stops their creativity, it stops their goals at the same time as well. But, you know, at the other end, it makes us attack better, so we could get more goals in that way as well. First of all, keep a clean sheet, then, you know, go and score the goals. You know what I mean? If you keep a clean sheet and score goals, then you win the game. Simple as that. But this kid, the way he's talking, it's just a woke era people. You know what I mean? They don't know the football. Really, they don't know football. I'm telling you right now. You're listening to people that, you know, is that those people on TikTok just put pictures, just doing 2 moves, dance moves. Like, they do this and they do that. And then it gets, you know, 1 million views. That's where it is. That's where it is, guys. But yeah, let's listen to him some more. But let me get to the comments before we go on. Ravi says, Fozzie, you think teams like Real Madrid give a crap what Liverpool can or will offer Trent? They will just look to match it or with a better offer. I don't think they give a damn. You know what I mean, Real Madrid is the best team in the world, whether we like to say it or not. They've got the most trophies in the world, so they put themselves in a position where players always going to be they're always going to be looking at that team. So every player has a dream of playing for Real Madrid. You know what I mean, whether we like to say it or not. They've had the greatest players that ever lived. They are the greatest team that ever existed because they got them to themselves to that position. And I don't think that they give a shit about Liverpool because there's a few players that play for Real Madrid that should have played for Liverpool. It should have been the other way around. You know what I mean? You got Chouamini and you got Bellingham that should be at Liverpool right now. Now Rose has reversed. You know what I mean? It's madness. You know what I mean? The players that should be at Liverpool, they're playing for Real Madrid, and now Trent is interested in joining Real Madrid, as many say on social media. Roles reversed, didn't it? So it is what it is, bro. I'm not here to say Real Madrid can't get what they want. They can get what they want, and it depends on the player, in my opinion. I think we're talking too much about this. Just let it ride. You know what I mean? Let it go, because we've got a league to fight for. We've got Champions League to fight for. The distractions from the outside can affect that as well. So just let it go, man. I don't know why we still talk about things like that, to be fair. Bavs don't know shit. A lot of these Gen Z people don't. They don't know anything, bro. Well, I'm G Generation X, and I mean G Generation X. Are you ready? I'm part of that crew, man. The greatest crew that ever lived. These kids, they don't know nothing, bro. Look at him. Does he look like he's ever played football? I'm sorry, but has he ever played football in his life? Has he ever got out of that room? Look at his room, man. Still got posters at his age. You know what I mean? Like, no, but do a green screen or something. Don't put posters above your bed, bro. Goodness gracious me.
They've set the standard.
Yeah. No,
and you're there talking about Man City, who are struggling, who are at that point, I think they lost how many games?
They hadn't lost to Brighton. They had lost to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Last Sunday.
Yeah, and this is a Liverpool team that had only lost one game. It's not good for us, and we're top of the league. Yeah. So,
Said, do you know what, Said?
Go on. Explain yourself.
I'm here now. Do you know what? There's two ways you take this right now. Either you start apologizing like you don't believe what you say, or you stand on business. And I'm gonna double down. Now, seriously, I think people have misconstrued what the point was. The title of the comment or the tweet kind of, people haven't watched the video. I've noticed that.
I get it. Context.
I haven't said Liverpool fans have onto me as if I've said they're a bad side. They're not in the title race. And
you see, like people like this, guys, we need to leave alone. I mean, they want the fame. This is the whole point. I mean, you need to wake up to reality. He's doing things that Liverpool fans will react. If I say Liverpool shit right now, someone is gonna clip that and then put it somewhere. That's how it is. That's how it is with these kids. They know what to do. Liverpool fans are the easiest to manipulate. Let me just put it that way. One person that's well known will say something controversial controversial in regards to Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool fans will react to that. They will call him out. They will call him all the names under the sun. And I don't know what you're trying to win here, but this is what Liverpool fans do. But they're forgetting the person that's saying that wants you to react like that, wants you to be abusive, wants you to be, disruptive, because it will affect your football club at the end of the day. That's what he's trying to do. Arsenal shit this season. They're not doing nothing. As I said to Igal when he was on the channel, I told him straight to his face, you guys have got no world-class players. It will take you time to get there. And he wasn't accepting it. Now he's, turning down, like that volume that was up, it's gone down now. I mean, you don't hear him say a lot of stuff like that anymore. I told him the truth. He told me a lie. That's the difference between us two. I know my football. These kids don't know their football because they keep talking about the same thing every single time. And then when things go not according to plan, they just, the volume goes down. You don't hear a lot from them anymore. But like I said, they know what they're doing, guys. Or if you want to get clicks and likes, make Liverpool fans mad. Make Liverpool fans mad, and then you'll get clicks and likes. That's what you're gonna get. You get a lot of views, you get a lot of follows, and all that stuff. That's all they have to do. Make Liverpool fans angry. Babs is a fool. He's only got to football content because he saw money and it's popular to do so, but he does know football, hasn't done his research, not original. Yeah, bro, that's how it is. That's how it is, Ravi. You know what I mean? It's all for money. You're forgetting these are the people from back in the day that used to be on computers every day. This is what we're facing nowadays. They've got the balls now because they've got a computer right in front of them, and they could do whatever they want to get the popularity, number one, to get the money, like you just said. That's what it's all about for these guys. That they don't care about Arsenal, they don't care about Manchester, they don't care about Liverpool, they don't care about anyone in the game. You know what I mean? There's no passion. I mean, football is about passion and tradition. That's what we're all about. You know what I mean? And this screaming, these loud people that just come on YouTube for that reason, they're after something, in my opinion. Look at, for example, the way Northside behaves. Northside is consistent in what he says. That's why I admire him and Lee Gunner, what they say. I didn't agree with Lee Gunner the other day when he talked about Liverpool and the refs. You know what I mean? That was kind of weird when he started saying that. But they're consistent in what they say, what they say. You know what I mean? And they never stray from that. But you got these people that flip-flop. 1 minute they're Arteta in, next minute they're Arteta out. I don't understand that kind of behavior. I really don't. You know what I mean? It's like when we get Arne Slot out. And I say to myself, how can you say Arne Slot out after a week? Well, because we drew to so we lost to Nottingham Forest. You said Arne Slot out. Like, what's going on here? Like, I've said it in the beginning of the season. The guy is new. We have to support him. That's a real fan. That's what real fans are supposed to say. Klopp left because he wanted to leave. I no longer think about Klopp as a Liverpool manager. We've got this guy. He might not have the pedigree that everybody wants. He might not have the trophies on the table that everybody wants. But he's at our football club. Give the guy a chance, like we did with Roy Hodgson. Nobody wanted Roy Hodgson, but we gave him a chance. You know what I mean? Even the Roy Hodgson haters gave him a chance. It didn't work out. He moved on. Same thing could happen with this manager. It might be looking all rosy right now, but in about 7 months' time, it might look shit. That's how it is. That's how football is. But it might look good as well. So, listen, never be fooled by these people that's always telling you they support Liverpool and say, I need to slot out after a week. I don't understand things like that. I really don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, give the guy a chance. Give him, let him build his own team. He hasn't even done that yet. He's working with Klopp's team at the moment. So, like I said, man, I've got no issues with Arne Slot. Never did. When he first came, I said, he's not my first pick. He ain't my 10th pick, if you ask me in the beginning of the season. But I'm willing to back him because I'm a Liverpool fan. That's what we do. If you know Liverpool Football Club, that's what we do. So, listen, man. That's what it is. Yeah, these kids are weird, mate. Let's go, Steve. Big up, brother. Why are we watching these two clowns on your channel? I just want to see like what they say, innit? Because you got to talk. You got to watch your rivals sometimes. I've already done the piece on Trent and Arne Slot. I just want to hear what he's saying because these delusional people, Steve, is what sets off our fan base for some reason. We get angry, we retaliate, we let them get under our skin, and we take it onto our team. We start criticizing certain players, we start criticizing the manager. This is what they want us to do, innit? This is what they want us to do. So I want to warn people beforehand. You don't need to listen to these people that don't know football. They never played football. You know what I mean? I could go to a football pitch. You know what? I might go tomorrow. I could go to a football pitch and show you instant control at my age, even with my bad knees. You know what I mean? So, it's madness, man. There's no evidence of these guys ever playing football. Have they got any evidence? I've got evidence. I've got people on my channel I'm 45 years old. I've got people on my channel that knew me since I was 10, 9, whatever it is. I mean, so there you go, people. There you go, man. But let's listen to him. What he's saying. Get the chats going, guys. Come on.
I don't respect them whatsoever. If I say that Man City are my biggest rivals in terms of the title races, because they've beat me twice in 2 years. They've won 4 out of 5 titles. They've done it the most out of any of our sides. So that's not disrespecting Liverpool. It's respecting Man City because they've earned that respect. But at no point in the video do I say Liverpool are a bad side and I don't see them in a title race. I just think City, because they've got over the line the most out of all 3 sides, they remain the favourites.
But you haven't won a league title for 20 years. So how can you even speak? You know what I mean? You still haven't won the title. Why are you acting like you've won something? That's what I don't understand about these Arsenal fans. You've won zero in 20 years titles, that is, yeah? And you're talking like you've done something. You've done nothing. That's the worst part of it with Arsenal fans, guys. You know, this is why people have a go at them. They're acting like they've won something. They haven't. Somebody needs to remind them that. You've won nothing.
Now, if Liverpool fans want to change that and they want to go from ninjas to, I guess, the title favourites, then be my guest. I have nothing against you, man, having chess with your side. The only issue I've faced in Liverpool fans that I know in real life is they'll come to me and go, okay, Arsenal are not on the title race anymore. Or, you know, how dare you say City are a bigger threat? And I'll go, cool, so do you think you're favourites now? Do you think you're going to win the league title? And they come back with 1 game at a time. They'll go with, we don't. So why would I give your team, why do you want my validation if you don't even have your own?
So here comes the Babs the troll coming out. So basically you're saying,
there he goes. You know, like we need his opinion. We need his, permission. Basically, we need his permission to, to say we're a great team and all this stuff. We don't need permission from you, bro. You guys have done nothing. So why would I talk to you like you've done something? Like he said, validation. Like, why would we want to get validation from you? What have you done? Man City, I understand. They've done something in the last 9 years with us, but at least we, as a football club, gave them a run for their money. Even though we don't have money like them, we gave them the run for their money. We made you guys believe you could challenge City. Only one team in the last 9 years has been showing to the rest of the Premier League you can challenge Man City. It ain't Arsenal, it's Liverpool. You could say the last 2 seasons. But come on, guys, let's be realistic here. Man City don't sell you players if they know you could beat them. I mean, that's madness. I wouldn't sell to my rivals to make them better, would I? They knew Jesus is shit. They knew Zinchenko was shit. And they gave it to them. They took it. They took the bait. Come on.
Right. That because Liverpool have not said, right, we're the favourites for the league, you've basically not taken them seriously for that reason. That.
I'm just saying, look, I take the side that they're both serious sides. I take them both seriously. And right now, I have to take Forest seriously. Look, they're below Chelsea, sorry. But no, they're both serious sides. Forest. I just said the one slightly more serious.
Did I hear that? Forest seriously? There you go, people. It doesn't even know football.
Below Chelsea, sorry.
Take them seriously for that reason.
That. I'm just saying, look, I take the side that they're both serious sides. I take them both seriously. And right now, I have to take Forest seriously. Look, below
you see, Forest seriously. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? This is what we're facing. He's probably reading off the screen. Forest are a good team. He's looking at the table. Oh, Forest are they're third, something like that. Maybe I have to give them credit. Forest, man, come on, bro. Until Said had to correct him.
Chelsea, sorry. But no, they're both serious sides. I just said the one slightly more serious than the other because they've done it more. I mean, I'm not speaking.
Yeah, they've done it more. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
they've hurt me more as well. And also, say, look, a lot of it comes back to last season. This Liverpool stuff, people don't realize this happened last year to me as well. I must have tweeted back in January times. I said I still think the City are our biggest threat. And Liverpool fans were cooking me in the quotes. Oh, this guy, you're not even a title race. I think they were first, we were third. They were 5 points clear of us, and City was. And I was like, still, City are my biggest threats. And then eventually they kind of fell apart a little bit. And they ended at 82 points, us on 89 and City on 91. Or 90. I've seen it happen before. That's why I'm going off that as well. I respect the side, but I think their own manager says the most. Slot says the most, right? They had easier games than both Arsenal and City. Well, I'm not sure about City, but Arsenal.
To be fair, though, they played Villa. They played United. They've played...
Is United really hard at this point?
No, but bro, to go
I mean-
there and win 3-0, you still have to do it though, innit? I get it's not
Playing
hard.
Chelsea last season.
You see, like, this is what I'm saying, guys. The way they underestimate Liverpool's performances this season is just like, no. They don't face anybody. No. They haven't faced anybody. So Arsenal's a nobody as well, isn't it? 2-2 is not. You're playing at home. You expect to beat us at home. You haven't beaten us though. I mean, we come to your ground and score 2 goals. We shouldn't have conceded the 2 goals that you conceded, but we scored, brilliant 2 goals. One from a set piece and one, great movers and a pass. You know what I mean? So the way he's very dismissive in regards to what we faced, it's disgusting, guys. Honest to God, like I don't understand like how people like this, get viral, get an opinion. Have we become like this now? Like we listen to people like this and ignore the footballing people? Have we? I don't know, man. Because I'm looking at that kid. I don't think he's ever played football in his life. I mean, let alone have an opinion on it. Because the opinion is the thing he's saying is like someone that hasn't got a clue.
Do you know what I mean? That's what
They
it's
played
like.
Chelsea. They played
No,
you
it's
lot. Got a draw. I mean, they're going to play Man City when we come back next week. Like, don't get me wrong, they've not played that amount, but they've played decent teams. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
They have played decent sides, but we've played City away, Villa away, Spurs away.
You know what's funny, guys? Yeah. When did we ever come into conversations that you haven't played anybody yet? When did we ever come? I can't remember when we was facing Man City year in and year out, ever hearing that. You know what I mean? I can't remember. He's downgrading a team that was at one stage the best team in the world, Liverpool Football Club. We was the best team in the world in the last 5 years, like 5 to 6 years. You know what I mean? We was voted that. I mean, we won the World Club Cup. We've won the Premier League. We won the Champions League. We won the Super Cup. You know what I mean? So one stage, Liverpool was voted as the best team in the world. Not voted, but we earned the right, obviously, with trophies. So how can you even have an opinion against a team like that when your club has never done that in your entire history? You could say, invisibles or whatever you want, but what have you done outside England? What have you dominated outside England? Have you even won the Europa League, let alone, the Champions League? I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't know why we let people like this speak, man. It's like Tottenham fans. Like, why we let Tottenham fans speak? Never understand. Never understand, man. Ravi says Northside and Lee Gunner cooked him and he's shook. But Babs just wants to be a celebrity from football content. Yeah, I can see that, bro. I mean, he's never played football in his life, so what's the point in even listening to him? Side is cool, but Babs is an idiot. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Fozzie, this is why I will only watch you and a few others that are authentic. Big up, brother, man. I appreciate that, Ravi. You don't have to say that, you know what I mean? I just want you guys to have a home where you could express your feelings. That's the whole point. I'm here, bro. No rival fan base gets under my skin. There you go, bro. It shouldn't. It shouldn't, mate. It shouldn't. This is what they want. A successful Liverpool is something they want to get rid of, and it's the truth. I respect other opinions, but I don't mind Saeed. I was always had a real opinion on his club, United. For me, I can only speak for me. There, okay, no problem, brother. For entertainment purpose, I'll watch the Flying Pig United. Yeah, the Scasarias and all this stuff. I don't know what he says, man. I'm telling you, man, this guy is something special with the Flying Pig. I'm telling you. And Spurs fan called Expressions. Both these channels are good for people mental health issues. 100%, bro. 100%, man. It's entertainment at its best. They just entertain you on a consistent basis, and they're good at that.
Chelsea away, Newcastle.
You played a lot. You played a lot.
That's 11 games, and 5 of them, nearly half of them, are tough away games. So this is where, when I still say that I think Arsenal are in this race, even if it's outsiders at this point, is because I think those City and Liverpool will have those games to come, and they might not win those because they're difficult games. And I've seen Liverpool play against Villa. I watched the entire 90 minutes. I saw a side that's fantastic on the counter attack. I know Salah's still world class; he's an all-time great. But what I also saw was still that same thing from last year that I saw last year, by the way, was that you can see chances, and if one team takes them, then you're gonna. But again, look, I'm not.
They haven't though. That's the thing.
No, they
though,
haven't
man.
so far. They haven't so
Konate's
far.
been excellent.
So that's why
Bro.
what I'm saying right now won't go well right now. I know all the comments will cook man right now. They'll be like, he's delusional. He's being disrespectful.
I feel like there's a lot of copium in opium.
Well, listen, whether it's copium or not, it's what I've seen. I'm not going off just
what you see. That's what I'm
my
saying.
opinion.
What
My
you
opinion
see-
is I've seen Liverpool play at the Emirates Stadium, and they came to our ground. We had quite a few key players missing. No Saliba, no Odegaard. Gabriel went off.
You didn't think it was serious then?
No, I thought like, look, if you are Liverpool of 1920, the team that go over the line, you knock us out there.
Yeah.
You rock us there because you end the back four. Look, their spine. They're three key players: Salah, Van Dijk, Trent. All three were available. Two of them scored, by the way. But when a moment came to go and win that game, they weren't able to do so. And in the first half, I don't know if you watched the game, Saeed, but
Listen, that game was a lack of preparation, in my opinion. That's why we didn't win it. So I don't know what this guy is talking about. We've got injuries ourselves. They only had Odegaard and Saliba missing. So I don't understand where these injuries and excuses comes from. It's kind of mental if you're talking about it that way. You spent over 700 million in 5 seasons. You expect the replacements to be something close to the players that's come off the first team. So you making excuses like that is crazy because you've had the right to spend. So if you're saying Liverpool, they've had the spine of the team, but what about around that? You know what I mean? Alisson wasn't there. Jota wasn't there. We've had our own players missing, if you know what I mean. So to me, it's the lack of preparation for that game that pissed me off. And I think they were there for the taking. If we was more solid, if we accommodated their best players, then we would have been all right. And I mean, Martinelli didn't cause any problems. I think he scored the goal, didn't he? But yeah, it didn't really cause a lot of problems on the pitch, I'm saying. Konate had him in his pocket throughout the game. And I didn't score, actually. My bad. And Konate had him in his pocket the whole game. The only problem that we had was Saka. If we put like someone like Gomez on Saka, I don't think they will obviously score that goal they did. And that's what pissed me off. Yeah, listen, it's just lack of preparation. I thought Arsenal they were there for the taking, but we didn't like do it in the right way. I mean, we was like too drawn in the Chelsea game, thinking like that team can beat this team, and it didn't work out. You know what I mean? Chelsea and Arsenal, they're in 2 different stages of the teams. Arsenal's already challenging Man City. Chelsea are not challenging Man City. Chelsea have their own thing going, which is like improving as seasons come along. But yeah, like I said, it's just a lack of preparation for that game that cost us. I thought Arsenal was there for the taking. People like this wouldn't talk if we prepared for it right, in my opinion.
We were quite by margin the better side.
No, you were. You definitely better.
You're the home team.
Let's take the side on now. Man City, on the other hand, they've always caused me more problems. So look, it's not disrespect to Liverpool.
But when you look at Man City this season, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. They're not as strong as
they
they were last year. But bro, how many times have I been here in November in the last 2 years with City, and you lose a game, and we go,
do you not think there's something different now without Rodri?
City.
Yeah, but that's when they had Rodri though.
That's the one thing. That's why I had once he got injured. Obviously, it's not what you want to see. But I was like, okay, this could be our year. But we haven't taken advantage of it so far. But I feel like a lot of this will even out. I think both City and Liverpool have games to play that we've played already. I think apart from Newcastle, we were undefeated against Chelsea, City, Villa, and Spurs away. So it is what it is right now. Right now, it's tough to be an Arsenal fan, and I'm prepared to get cooked right now.
It's always tough.
But listen, man, I feel like I'll be watching back this in a few months' time, and hopefully, I'm laughing
and winning the Premier League.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, yeah.
No, but don't say hopefully. You're saying you're laughing, so you must be laughing for some reason.
No, because
you know
my point is, Saeed,
but do you have chest now and say, right?
Yeah, still
you're going to win the league this year. Hey?
What, do I still have the chest that we're going to win it this year?
Yeah.
I think, look, in the last few games, having not go over the line against Chelsea's particularly, because it's obviously just after we played Chelsea, that's gone a bit, I'm not quite sure anymore that we're favourites for it. But at the same time, yes, I've still got a lot of confidence to my side to bring that three game gap which is 9
It's
points
a
right
lot,
now. But
man. You 3
it
game
is a
gap,
lot. It is a
and
lot,
then
man. It is a
expect
lot.
Liverpool,
But
who are on a roll.
They are so dumb, you know what I mean? You can say a 3-game gap, but there's no guarantee that you're gonna have points. You know what I mean? So it's kind of stupid, isn't it? Making the claim that we will catch them up and all this stuff, 3-game gap. But you got to win your games first of all before you even think about Liverpool. You know what I mean? So, like, win your games, then see if Liverpool drop points. It's stupid. It's very dumb. Let me see. Ask about is spending nearly 800 million and winning the FA Cup the great investment or ambition from Arsenal. I think he'll be lost about after that, bro. I honestly think that he'd be lost if you ask him that question. Big up, Cedric, as always, brother. Much appreciated. Yeah, he'd be lost after that, Steve. There's no point, bro. There's no point. He'll get a nosebleed.
Who have got a very, very good thing going on with Arne Slot. You know what I mean? For you to expect them to lose 3 in a row and you lot to win.
they don't have to lose 3 in a row, side. They just have to lose 3 games.
Yeah, but then you've got to capitalize and win.
Now, of course, we've got to capitalize. But my point is,
well done,
our
son.
games over the course of the season will get easier and easier. That's the reality. We don't have to go to Villa. We don't have to go Villa away. We don't have to go Spurs away. We don't have to go City away. We don't have to go any of those sides anymore. Newcastle away. It's over and done with, bro. We're going to have them at home. And that's where
if I look at your games now,
So I think
are they easy games? Nottingham Forest at home.
Liverpool's games are Arsenal's.
No, I'm talking about Arsenal's.
Yeah, the next few games.
Nottingham Forest at home. It ain't easy.
Oh, it's not
West
easy.
Ham
But it's
away.
easier than we've just had Chelsea away.
West Ham away.
Listen, guys, Nottingham Forest, although they lost to Newcastle the other day, whatever it is, going to the big teams away, they play a game that's very difficult to break down. Watch this. There could be a shock in that game. I'm telling you. I'll come back to this footage. No joke.
There could be a new manager bounce by then. I believe this guy will get sacked soon. Imagine you play a manager bounce in West Ham. Yeah? Then you've got United coming into town with Ruben Amorim. At home. Yeah? You guys at home. Got Fulham away, who you couldn't beat last year. And are a good team,
bro.
Smith Rowe.
That's a good one.
Looking to maybe get something. Is he on loan? No, they bought him. Hold that. So I can't lie. As much as you say it's easy, bro. There's also a big chance that you drop points in them 3 games.
There's no easy fixtures. I've not said easy fixtures. I said the easier fixtures. It's not okay. Cool. You just mentioned Fulham away. Is that as hard as Newcastle away?
I can't lie to you. Right now, the way Fulham are playing right now, I think.
No, is it as hard as Spurs away? Is it as hard? My point is,
bro, it's tough. It's tough.
The fixtures, in my eyes, those fixtures that Liverpool have built their momentum on, we haven't been able to have that as much. We have 2 easy games,
and therefore becomes difficult.
Game, and it breaks us up. Obviously, I think the Bournemouth game was very detrimental because before that, we had obviously I think just beaten Southampton, Leicester.
I don't think this kid realizes, in football, you have to prepare for games no matter how difficult it is. And you have to win it at the same time as well. You don't win a league by, drawing games and losing games. So if you're facing Liverpool at home, you have to prepare for that in a way that you could beat them. And you haven't beat them. If you're going Bournemouth away, a team you expect to beat away, and then lose to them by 2-0, whatever it was at the day. Sorry, in that day. I don't think it computes to him that you're dropping points in places you're not supposed to be dropping the points, and it's happening on a regular basis. So, if you want to win a league title, there's no excuses. You can't. What I've noticed about Arsenal fans, to be fair, guys, there's too much excuses going on, or is it just me? Every single time a bad result happens with them, they've got an excuse behind it. It's just when is excuse going to be enough? Don't use it anymore. They're talking about my club. Oh, Liverpool had an easy run to get to where they are. We didn't have that momentum. That's why we are where we are. No. Either way, you still got to have that momentum to win a league title. You told us Arsenal's the best team in the league. You told us you play the best football now. You told us you're a threat to Man City. You know what I mean? So where is that? And as I always say, this is the worst Man City team I've ever seen in my life. But you're not showing me anything that scares Man City. Even Man City, Even though Man City, they're not playing great football, they're still above you. Shouldn't that tell you something? Shouldn't that tell you, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were? Yeah, man. It's madness. It's absolute madness with this Arsenal fans.
Drawn
I
against
like
City
this, bro.
away. I was looking all right, but that Bournemouth game kind of set us to one side. But look, we're 27 games left of the season. If I sit here right now and say, look, it's over, game set match, top 4 battle, I never believed in the first place. So yeah, I'm gonna still stand on business right now.
Right now, it does look like a top 4 battle. Right now,
yeah, right now it does. But I remember last year we lost to what was the start? We lost to Fulham away, and we had West Ham. We lost at home. We were third, and we beat Crystal Palace to go. We were 5 points behind, by the way. Liverpool at the time, we were top at the time as well. So listen, man, I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful my team can turn around. Plus, listen, I watched the performance today. I think we were the better side. I wouldn't say more like massively the better side. It was probably marginal, but it was a better performance. Inter was a better performance as well. Things went against us in those games there, but Odegaard's back. Marino is looking better with Odegaard next to him.
Listen, Inter Milan didn't even play their best team. They didn't even play that team that played against City. You know what I mean? That actually gave a game to City at the Etihad. So I don't know what this guy is coming from. They played their reserve team and they still beat you. I mean, Inter Milan actually played their reserve team and still beat Arsenal people. With Saliba at the back, by the way. No more, excuses. We ain't got that player. We ain't got that player. After spending 800 million. Madness, man. Madness.
Is in good form. Rice is obviously, if he can get past his injury. Saka's back as well. I think Arsenal, you name me the fixtures there. You name me, obviously, Forest, United, Fulham, all those teams there. I think that's the perfect run we need. Because there's a mixture of easier games and hard games that when you win that United at home maybe, or you win Fulham away, you're gonna go, oh, okay, cool. We're not as bad a side.
In the mix with Champions League as well. You got mix.
Yeah, Champions League, of course. A Sporting away as well. That's not going to be easy. But taking their manager away should help us, to be honest. So we'll see if they got a new manager at that time. And Gyökeres as well. We'll see that as well. So there's no easy part of the season. We're not gonna if we're gonna win a title, there's never an easy part.
Yeah, this kid is just delusional, man. It's funny, isn't it? It's really, really funny with these kids, like the way they speak. They think they know football, but they don't really know football. We're just wasting our time looking at them, and it really irritates me. It really irritates me because our fan base cater to their needs, which is getting riled up and letting them get into our heads when we should be thinking better. Which is agree. You know what? The best way is agree to everything they're saying. Yeah, okay, mate. Okay, yeah. I agree with you. I guarantee you, they'll be shocked. They won't say those things again, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it is what it is. Delusional, man. The work era at its best, if you know what I mean. I just saw this. Robinson from Fulham. Liverpool want Anthony Robinson in January. The Reds are ready to include Tsimikas in a swap deal. Liverpool scouts believe Robinson belongs amongst the football elites. American international. People don't know he comes from the Everton system as well. This kid, so that is what it is. Can you imagine having him and Trent in either side? They look alike, twins. Madness. I like him. I really like him. He's a busy defender. He's very quick. Runs up and down that wing. I don't know how old he is. Let me check his age. Apologies, people. I don't know how old he is. Maybe he's young. Do you know what I mean? There we go. He's about 27. So 27. Would FSG sign players at that age? I don't know. I really don't know. I like him. He's very quick. He runs up and down that wing, like I said. Defensively, he can be suspect at times, but it's a bit iffy. It's a bit iffy for me. I think we need younger. I think we need someone that could, be there for the long term. You know what I mean? 27. You know how fast years go by. You know what I mean? It goes so quick. Players will be like 30 within, a snap of a finger. So, would he suit us? I don't know. I really don't know. I never looked at him as a Liverpool player. Like swap with Tsimikas. I rather, I don't know, man. And what, keep Robertson and get rid of Tsimikas? That's difficult, guys. That's absolutely difficult. I don't know about that one. Nah, not for me, man. Not for me. Offer Robbo for Robinson. I'll say that as well, bro. Because Robbo is the wrong side of the age, innit? Let him go out on a high, innit? I want Hato or Hincape signed to play left back. Hincape did play against us the other week. It was all right, you know. It was all right. I will never sub to this Babs guy. Bun him. He's just a waste of man. He's just a waste man. Thinks he's relevant. Of course, he was on AFTV. Nah, man, get in the bin. Yeah, it's just all shit, bro. Just like the rest of them, to be fair, bro. They want to be relevant in it, and unfortunately, people give them that platform. You know what I mean, they don't need. We don't need people like that. We don't need people like that to tell us what we need to do. Tell us what we need to hear. You know what I mean? It's just it's a lot utter nonsense. It's utter nonsense, bro. I'm speaking like a bloody northerner. It's utter nonsense. Yeah, it is, man. Can't stand people like that. Can't stand people like that. Robinson, I'll take him over Robinson. To be fair, it'd be great, innit? Robinson replace Robertson. Wow, it's great, great. Yeah, man. Let me see, what is it? Konate, serious game face. Konate's been phenomenal this season, guys. I swear to God, it's been absolutely phenomenal. You know, like when you lose your positions, like in the football club and the international team, you're gonna have to try it. You're gonna have to try. He tries everywhere. He's not just what you know in the club football. He does it international football as well. Kept a clean sheet yesterday, I heard as well. Yeah. Robinson, no. Yeah, people. No, what? 1 hour, 2 hours almost of this stream. Just listening to other fans and all that stuff. Great. And you know, I broke it down with Arne Slot. I did say I'm going to do the graphic. Let me actually do it now. Let me do it now for you. See the difference between Klopp and Arne Slot. What's the difference between the two? How he improved, how Arne Slot has implemented his ideas, even in a short time as well. It's not like a long-term kind of thing, guys. It's a short-term kind of thing. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it, man. You know, being at the top is the best thing in my opinion. And showing the rest of the world and making people jealous, it's my pleasure. Okay. What's going on? Okay. Trying to get the players off the pitch. Ain't happening. They ain't having it. Let me share it, man. Let me share it. Let me take this away. So, what have we done different this season compared to previous seasons in regards to our football club? Let me start off. Obviously, we can't. Alisson is not doing much. Alisson does what Alisson does. Less kicking would be helpful for me, like to put Alisson in the team. If you know what I mean, guys. What is Trent doing now? There's that, you know, that's changed the way he plays. Well, Trent in the old days, and you know, in the past few seasons, has been doing something different to normal. If you know what I mean, guys. He doesn't really go like that anymore. He doesn't really go that far anymore. If you know what I mean. He's more or less up here. You know, the less chance created against us. Sorry, guys. Let me get the microphone. The less chances created against us, the better for the football club. You know what I mean? So he does less of that. So what Trent does nowadays is concentrate on his defensive side, which I like, because when you concentrate more on your defensive side, the more players don't get past you. If you know what I mean, and you know, put the ball in the box, which results into a goal. So he's more or less. If you look at Trent nowadays, he doesn't really go as far as really when I watch him there. He just stays, you know, there. Doesn't go far. From time to time, if we're leading by 2 goals by 3 goals or something like that, then you're going to see him obviously overtake that and come up here and support that attack and make more chances. That's the only time. But if you look at him nowadays, he's more or less around this area. Comes inside sometimes as well to help out in midfield, and I like that. You know what I mean? Because one of the guys on Quasi Show asked me about Trent is doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, I agree with you, but he hasn't done it for years. If you know what I mean. And that's why we're more appreciative of him now, because there's less attacking, more defending, and more defending can be something good for the team not to concede goals, which we haven't conceded a lot of goals this season as well. You know what I mean? So I like this Trent, but I want to see more, in the future, if he's still here, to attack as well. I don't like this inverted role. I never liked it. I've always said it. It's too much of this inverted role to get rid of that. But put that in the bin. But now, like when I see Trent doing that and this, it's beautiful, guys. You know what I mean? He doesn't create as much as he used to anymore. As you guys are aware, like he doesn't really put the ball over the top. He doesn't cross those dangerous crosses anymore like he used to. But he lets other players do that. I remember there was a season when they stopped Trent and Robertson creating chances. I think it was that season we finished third, as I remember. Every team was marking out Trent and Robertson, and they didn't create much chances in that season. So now we don't have to worry about that. Now we've got creativity coming from the midfield, from Salah, from Diaz, from Gakpo, from Szoboszlai, from Jones, from McAllister, from Gravenberch. You know what I mean? All these guys, Jota when he's playing, Nunes when he's playing. So creativity comes from all around, not just one place. You know what I mean? So him being here helps a lot in order for us to keep clean sheets. Sacrifice your game like Firmino used to do for the benefit of the team. And I like that. I really like that, guys. And it's something special, in my opinion, when I see something like that. Let me bring Konate in. Why is Konate performing better than he used to before? It's because he's doing things that's simple. You're not complicating his game by coming out here on a consistent basis, making him run with the ball over there, and doing this, going across the pitch. He's not doing things like that anymore. His area is where he is right now. Like he defends from that area. Sorry, guys, let me just get rid of the arrow. And if Trent needs help from time to time, he'll go and help Trent. So Konate doesn't move much from this area. You don't see him running with the ball anymore. He's more over here. He's doing what Van Dijk used to do back in the day, when Van Dijk used to cover for the likes of Lovren and Matip. So when the ball goes over the top, Van Dijk doesn't need to run back anymore like he used to. He ain't at that age. I mean, he hasn't got that youth energy anymore. So this guy does it for him. He goes back and recovers the ball. But he doesn't really stray from this area, guys. Like Konate, what I like about him now, like he stays in the centre-back position. Not too far, helps out there, helps out here from time to time, and that is it. That's as far as he runs. No more overextending his legs, going, out of position, then he gets injured. That's going out the window right now. This is what I like about our defense, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it, guys. Honestly. Hang on, what did Ravi say? Fozzie, next time you see Rods and Anton on your show, get them to spit some lyrics. I will, bro. No worries, man. I will. 100%. So, as you can see, guys, this is what we do nowadays. Like, players don't really run too far from their goal. You look at Van Dijk, like, not a lot of people are talking about Van Dijk. I think he's the player of the season, in my opinion. I know a lot of us talk about Gravenberch, but Van Dijk, as a leader, he's finally arrived, in my opinion, because I was always, suspicious about his leadership. Because you look at the Dutch team, you look at the Liverpool when he's the captain. There's not enough, you don't hear him enough. He's very, he doesn't say much. That's what upsets me about Van Dijk. But now looking at him, oh man, he's special, very special. Age of 33, guys, and he looks like when he first arrived at Liverpool. A fit Van Dijk, a leader Van Dijk can get you titles. No joke, man. Him connecting with Konate, them two connecting like this, is what makes me think it's the best partnership in the Premier League this season so far. It's no doubt about that. The results prove it. The performances prove it. You know, and even rival fans can see it. Rival fans can finally say Konate has arrived. And you know, like Konate playing next to the best defender in the world, in my opinion, can improve you as a player as well. So he sees Van Dijk not making a lot of mistakes, so he thinks to himself, I can't make a lot of mistakes either, if you know what I mean. So it's like a competition. Remember in the old days when Robertson and Trent, they used to say like, I'll create a goal. Okay, I'll create a goal over you. You know what I mean? It was like that. You know, they were outdoing each other with creativity, and they used to have a competition because of that as well. And this is what I see when I'm looking at these two guys. Listen, Konate this season, phenomenal, man. And like I said, you don't really see our defenders going too far. They don't really stray anymore. They're more or less just as far as here, like the halfway line. If they have to get up the pitch, that's about it. They don't really go in the other half and do some crazy things that results in gaps appearing and then goals going in at the same time. This is as far as they go. And I like that. Because I was wondering why are we different from the Jurgen Slot era? So Jurgen Klopp era. Why are we more solid? Why are we more deeper than what we was before? Because we used to play a high line. When the ball goes over the top, it's whoever gets it first, isn't it? And majority of the time, opponents score goals. But you look at it now, like this formation with Van Dijk and Gravenberch, who's been phenomenal this season, by the way. Like you gotta be realistic, guys. Like nobody expected Gravenberch to be as good as that in a DM position. Not only is he winning balls, he's taking the ball by the scruff of the neck and going down the other end with it. You see the way he dribbles past players, and the way he manipulates the ball, going around players at the same time as well. I'm telling you guys, like this formation that we're using this season and stopping the opponent's best players is the way forward, in my opinion, man. I'm telling you, because it helps the players on the pitch. And the manager, his calmness actually brings the best out of the players, because if you've got a manager that's going to be shouting at you constantly in the game, it puts you off the game. And you saw, like, for certain times in the past few seasons, players arguing with our old manager. But how can you argue with a calm guy? You can't. I mean, the calmness, it goes to the pitch as well. You know what I mean? The players become like that. This is why we're doing things that we haven't done for a long time right now. The manager is calm, the players are calm on the pitch. It's just a mirror image of each other. I've always said it. The manager is an mirror image of this team on the pitch. And the way Arne Slot is working, and like I said, the players don't go far from the goal. They don't really let opponents, come into our area and attack us, because it's difficult for them. We make it difficult for opponents. That's what I like about this formation, guys. So this is how the defense works, with Gravenberch right in front of them as well. From what I've seen in the last few games, him and McAllister, when they were from the start of the season, it was different. It was like one goes up, one stays. It was like that. But now what I've seen of Gravenberch, he just sits there, makes it more solid, lets McAllister and Jones and Soboslai do their magic, if you know what I mean, up the top. So McAllister goes up and down. A lot of people saying McAllister ain't playing as well, but listen, when you play too much football, you get tired of it. But I'm a firm believer he'll come back as good as ever. But that's what I'm saying, guys. So Gravenberch, for the past few games, he has been just in front of the defense, making those gaps that's easy for teams more difficult, if you know what I mean. So it's good. It's brilliant, man, from what I've seen. But yeah, guys, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, in regards to our defensive work. It's more solid than usual. We're more cautious than usual. We don't take risks as we used to do before. And, clean sheet is the most important thing in every game that we play. But the attack, I already talked about it before, how we score goals, what Gakpo does, what Diaz does, what Salah does, what Nunes does, and what Jota does. You know what I mean? But I like this. I like this formation, what we do. And Gravenberch, you know, in the past few games, because we've been conceding goals, has stepped back from his normal position, which is, you know, you go McAllister, I go Gravenberch. He's more or less up here. What Jones and Szoboszlai bring is defending from this area as well. You know what I mean? If the opponents have the ball, they take up a position where that defender or whoever or midfielder is going to pass it. As soon as they pass the ball, they intercept the ball. Sorry, guys, I don't know what's happening. Hopefully, I can get it. Yeah, they intercept the ball, and then we go on an attack. This is why I prefer Szoboszlai in that position. He's got quality that will come eventually, guys. Don't give up on him. I've always said it. And when you take a lot of tools of a player that has tools, it's difficult for them to find their way in the team. And I'm a firm believer Szoboszlai will find his way in the team eventually, and he'll be, you know, impacting the game more often than not. I'm a firm believer of that. Yeah, but I like what he does over here, especially in the big pitches. He puts pressure on the defense, and they always lose the ball, which is why the likes of McAllister and Gravenberch intercept it a lot. So yeah. Listen, we're more solid. We're much better than usual, and I like it. I really like it. I just hope it continues, and we don't receive a lot of injuries as time goes on as well. But yeah, guys, that's me done. I will be back maybe on Monday. I don't know if I'm going to do any football live stuff, but I could be back tonight. It depends how I feel. I could be back tonight. But thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.